Good morning, Sue.
Oh, nice of you to show up. Fantastic.
Yes, very. Thank you.
Good
How nice
job.
of you to show up.
I was here.
Yes, you were.
Yes, I was. Is that wet? Is that rain? Is that wet behind you
It
on
is
the
wet.
left?
Yeah, we had a huge
Oh, okay.
rainstorm here last night, and it is yet to dry up. It's just from all, Kirsten was sweating out here, and it's made a big mess.
Ah, there you go. That's the answer I wanted. All right. I'm good.
Let's do it. We can start early.
We can start an on-time departure.
Yeah, let's go. Why not?
Well,
Let me get my little towel.
I think we need to fix my head. Yeah. Nice. All right, to get started, let's bring our feet out to the sides of the mat. We're going to start in our normal or our unusual, depending on how you look at it, position with the sides of the feet running parallel to the mat. With that slight inward rotation of the front of the foot. Let's draw the shoulders up to the ears. And let's hold them up today as best we can. And then rotate the palms to face forward. Try to keep the arms straight and try to keep the bend in the elbow, if any, nominal. As you continue to rotate the palms to face away from the body, which basically means the thumbs are going backwards, take a big inhale. And as you exhale, hollow out your belly. Try to draw the shoulders ever so slightly higher. And then pull the hands backwards. You should feel a big activation of muscle across the back of the shoulders. And an expansion and opening through the chest. Let's draw the head tall. And then if you can, imagine the back of the head pulling towards the sky. Sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. Pull your butt back ever so slightly, keeping a little, if no bend at all in the knees. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, fold it down, and then step it back to plank. Let's drift the body forward. Put on the tippy toes, and then push the heels backwards. And see if you can roll the ball of each big toe onto your mat. You feel a nice release through that lower leg area in the back. And then let's move forward again. Hold the forward spot and then pull the back of the head towards the sky and then push your chest towards the earth. And then pull your whole body back, rolling over the ball of each big toe. Feel that nice release in the lower leg. Let's add to that sensation. Let the knees drift towards the earth. And you feel the bottoms of the feet kind of lengthening out. Hover the knees. Pull the hips backwards, and then pull up the hips into down dog. And then drive the heels to the earth. As you release your next breath, come back into your plank pose, and then gently lower the knees down. As you step your hands back under shoulders, take the back of the head and pull it up towards the sky, and take your chest and push it towards the earth. Hollow out the belly. Now, tuck your little tailbone under, like you're trying to suck up everything up and into that lower spine, right through your belly. Let the head fall. Push away from the earth with the arms. Feel a nice release across the back. On the next breath, as you release it, push your chest through to the earth. Flip your tailbone to the sky. And as you hollow out your belly, take the back of the head and lift it up to the sky. Just simply articulating the joints of our spine, getting some fluid into them as we let the head fall. Imagine now the center of the spine, there's a string attached. Pull it up to the sky, hollow out the belly, tuck that little tailbone under. It's like you're trying to take it from the back of the body towards the front. Push away from the earth, feel that nice release across the shoulders and the back. And then as you inhale, push your chest down, back and tailbone, straight back of head and tailbone, raise to the sky. And then keep the belly hollowing out as you take the knees up off the earth. This is our bear position. Let's float the bear. So go in a clockwise form. You're just going to float around and then reverse, kind of getting a little bit of innervation and muscle activation, which also equals blood flow. When the muscles are active, there's blood flowing to them. Let's calm it, pull the hips upward, drive the heels to the earth, shorter version of down dog. Drive the heels down to the earth, pull your tailbone high to the sky, and then step or jump your feet forward. As you inhale, extend to a flat back. Keep the back in extension, bend both knees, tabletop the back. Nice. Now, take the right hand, reach it straight forward, and rotate the thumb to face the sky. And then lower those fingertips back to the earth. Switch it for the left side. And keep alternating. You know, it's a 3 count up, and 3 count down. Explore the range of motion a little bit, right? As you get blood flow in, as muscles begin to cooperate a little more, try to increase the range of motion. It's true of all activity. You're trying to increase the flexibility of the body. It's really increasing the opportunity for the joints to articulate more than they typically do. Push your hips high to the sky. Let the upper body fold. As you inhale, extend to a flat back. Bend both knees. Sweep your arms up to the sides. You come up all the way to standing. Hello. Special message just to Sue. I know Ann and Val are going to be joining us later. Now take the palms, open the face forward. Use the fingers to pull everything up. Let the shoulders release up towards the ears. And as you exhale, fold it all the way down, step it back to plank. Oops. Let's put our knees down. And let's begin to explore a little bit of range through the shoulder, elbows, and wrists as we come down to hover low. And then slowly rise back up. Take the knees up off the earth, pull up and back to down dog. Float it back to your plank. Gently lower those knees down, hover low. Hover high. Knees up, hips up and back, down dog. Come back to plank. Slowly and gently lower the knees. Hover low, hover high, pull the knees up, pull the hips up, down dog it, doggone it. Put that in there for Sue, you know, just the right amount of humor, right? Now push up onto the tippy toes, drive the heels to the earth, step or jump your feet forward, inhale, extend to a flat back. Keep the back extending. Pull the back of the head to the sky as you bend the knees and tabletop the arms. Tabletop the back. Right arm reaches forward, hold it up. Now, flip the right palm to the earth. Sweep the right arm down towards the side of the body. So you're reaching out and away, directly away from the body. Now, take that arm and bring it all the way back so that the arm itself comes in and connects to the side of your body. Let the palm sweep down, sweep forward and up, turn the thumb to face the sky, flip the palm to face the earth, sweep the arm back all the way this time, and then do that one more time. Palm forward, up, flip the palm to the earth, sweep the arm all the way back, and then lower it down onto the earth. Both sets of fingertips now on the earth. Inhale, extend to a flat back. Left hand reaches forward and up. Left palm flips to the earth. Left arm sweeps back. Hold it in that spot where it's directly out from the side of the body. Halfway down, halfway up, if you will. Now, sweep the arm backwards. Bring it into the side of the body. Sweep the palm forward, up. Thumb turns to the sky. Palm flips to the earth. Sweep it all the way back. And then come all the way forward and up. Flip and sweep. And do that one more time. And as we bring both sets of fingertips to the earth, push your hips high to the sky. Inhale, extend to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, unhinge and come all the way up to standing. Good morning again. Now take the palms, open them to face forward, separate the fingers widely. Use the fingers to pull the arms, everything above the belly button towards the sky. Inhale, exhale, lower the arms, shoulder height, palms are facing the earth. Take the thumbs together, nice. Now flip the palms to touch. Interlock the fingers, pull the butt back. Working to keep center line as best we can. So the palms facing and touching each other. Really grasp the fingers together. I'd like to lock it down. Now, make the elbows straight. Take the shoulder carriage, rotate it right. You'll notice the subtlety of difference. So for example, with shoulders square, I can actually move my arms. That's not what we're looking for today. We want the whole shoulder carriage rotating to the right, coming back center. Now hold center. We're going to add a little bit onto this, little progression. Take the heels of your feet. That's the only place where we have them, right? Try to push them away from the midline of the body. You're going to feel some little muscles on the hips start to activate. I want you to keep those active now as we create the rotation. Rotate right, come back center, keeping active that external rotation of the heels, plural, coming center and over, and then back, then reaching the hands to the sky in that center spot, standing tall. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, extend to a flat back. Pull the back of the head to the sky. Now, pull back the hips. Fold down on those legs of yours. As you inhale, raise up. And as we rise, bring the palms to face each other. Open the palms to face forward. Lower them shoulder height. Bring the thumbs together. Flip the palms down. Interlock the fingers. Pull your butt back. You'll notice how the slight pull back causes hip hinging. And that's what we're looking for. Other joints are relatively long. Keeping center line. Rotate left. Come back center. Do it again. Try to make the movement the shoulders. Now hold here, activate the heels, try to push them away, keep that all active, and start rotating left and coming back center. It's really important, these muscles we're working on right now, which are the rotators, and also the muscles involved with spinal rotation, like the obliques, for example. Coming back center, raising the arms. Standing tall as you inhale, release the hands, fold it all the way down, step back. Those small muscles, those rotator muscles, are a bunch of small muscles of the low back and all the way up along the spine. It's important to keep them healthy, strong, and active. Now push forward, drive the heels to the earth. Means basically you're rolling over the ball of each big toe, pull your hips up and high to the sky. Take the left leg, sweep it to the sky. Step that left foot forward. We are framing that foot with our hands. We're extending the back. But more importantly, I'd like you to take the back of the head and pull it towards the sky, and then pull it out away from the body. So you get that nice length through that area of our back, or sorry, our neck, basically. Now, 3 connection points in the front. The ball of each big toe, little toe, and heel connecting with your mat, making sure you got that nice, solid foundation. Extend the back. Take the right hand, reach it back and put it on your right hip. Take the left palm, rotate it forward, sweep the hand forward up, hold. Now bring both hands over heart. Let's come out of this position. So we're unfolding, but we're keeping a lean into the body. So on the back foot and front foot, we have different connections. We talked about the front 3, the back 2, basically the big toe and its ball and the small toe and its ball. Keeping that nice metatarsal arch, that arch at the front of the foot, connected to the earth. Extend the spine as you inhale. Now make both legs straight, straighten them both. Beautiful, keeping that lean, realize. Push the palms together, extend the arms out. Interlock the fingers. Now, take the back foot and the front foot and try to pull them together. That imbalance you're feeling is your nervous system kind of telling you that this isn't normal, but it should be. That connection that centers the body is based upon the anchoring that we're activating right now. Keeps the back healthy, keeps the joints healthy. Try to pull front and back foot together just a little more. Then raise the arms, keep that active. Bring hands over heart. Step the back foot forward. Oh, thank you. Yes, it was killing me. Push your hands to the sky. Let the arms sweep down. Step it back to plank. Oh, let's stretch out those hammies. Pull your hips up and back to down dog. Kirsten was asking me if I felt the workout from yesterday, and I said no. And until I did that exercise, I'm like, no, I'm feeling it. Now push high on your tippy toes. Drive the heels to the earth. Take your tailbone and lift it, pull it up to the sky. Not at the expense of the upper body, right? We're not trying to pull through with the chin or the head. Peripheral vision, sight of arms. Pulling the back of the head to the sky creates that nice activation. Drive the heels to the earth. Sweep it back to plank. Lower and hover the knees. Pull your hips back. Getting those quads lengthened out, getting that nice stretch and release through the bottom of the foot. Come back up to your plank. Pull your hips up and back to down dog. Take your right leg to the sky. And then step it forward. Framed by the hands, inhale to a flat back. 3 connection points in the front, 2 in the back. Let yourself get some time to get that set up. Keep the back in extension. Take the right hand, reach it forward. Flip the palm to the sky. Sweep the palm towards the earth and sweep the hand back. And sweep it all the way through. This is a little different than what we did last time. Yeah.
Switching it up.
Just switching it up. This is better for my right shoulder, basically what I'm saying. Sweep it back. Frame that foot again. Keep the back in extension. Now, bring the right hand onto the right hip. As you inhale, extend, and we're going to unhinge it. Keeping that forward lean. Bring hands back over heart, palm to palm, extend forward. Nice. Now, straighten both legs. Keep the connection point realized. Make sure you're leaning in on this. This is not a vertical orientation of the upper body. This is work that we're imparting into the lower posterior chain. So I like to keep the hips in a spot where they're relatively equal front to back. The legs are spread far enough apart to accomplish that. Now, rotate right. Come back center. And then keep it going. And coming back center, bringing hands over heart. Step the back foot forward. Push your hands high to the sky as you inhale. And as you exhale, fold all the way down. Step back plank. Hover low. Hold. No way, says Kirsten. Push back up. Pull up and back down dog.
Not these arms.
Not those arms.
And shoulders.
Now, it's going to seem like it's a little bit of a break, but it's not. This is some specific work we're going to accomplish here. Coming back to plank, come down onto your mat. I can't see if I'm seeing. Now, let's just bring our fingertips together, interlocked underneath our chin. And you'll notice that my head isn't falling down towards the ground. It's elevated. So the orientation is I'm looking straight down at the earth, but my face isn't planted into it. It's just above my fingertips, which are just under my face. So the elbows are out to the side of the body. So we're basically working the muscles of the neck right now, floating the head, keeping it active. We're gonna kind of keep this activation as best we can. We may fatigue when we're doing this, and you know your muscles are tired. What should you do?
Take a break.
Take a break, that's right. Kirsten had the right answer. Now, we're gonna add on to this. So as we add on and you feel like, well, where I was before is more appropriate for my body, go back there, it's okay. If you can, we're gonna take the fingertips apart and bring the hands so that the baby fingers come into the body by the sides of the body, right about the hip level. So the elbows are aiming up at the sky and our thumbs are pointing out away from the body. This is gonna feel like a lot of work, it does to me. So I'm gonna try to squeeze my elbows together. Big activation, I can feel a lot of work going on back there. Take the back of the head, try to lift it higher to the sky. Try to pull as best you can your chest up off the earth. And then sweep the arms all the way forward and bring your fingertips onto the earth. So if your neck muscles are saying take a break, like I said or suggested before, do so. We're gonna kind of cup the fingers like we're around a grapefruit with the fingertips and thumb tips touching the earth. Let's push the tips into the earth. And if your arms aren't straight right now, walk your hands out far enough where you can get the fingertips touching and the arms straight. Now that we're all there,
Follow the belly.
push the fingertips into the earth, draw the back of the head higher to the sky, hollow out the belly, lift the chest a little higher, inhale, exhale, hold the spot you're in, inhale, lift the back of the head a little higher, and on this release, let it come all the way down and bring your fingertips back under your chin. Kind of float. Now, when we do these classes on video, there's a propensity of us to want to watch what's going on. And you certainly should be doing that to make sure execution of stuff is done well. But if you're doing it while you're doing the work, sometimes it's going to take you out of alignment. So there's a balance you need to establish, right? So we're still floating the head. Let's move the hands forward a little bit, take the forehead and gently put them down on your fingertips. Let those muscles relax a little bit. Now that we've had a couple of breaths, we're going to take the back of the head, elevate it again. Pull the fingers apart from each other, sweep the hands down. Palms are rotated to face the earth. Baby fingers come into the hips. Elbows are aiming up at the sky. Try to squeeze the elbows together. So this is working the external rotators. There's a bend in both elbows, right? We have a bend in both elbows. Thumbs are pointing away from the body. Squeeze the elbows, pull the head higher, squeeze the elbows, pull the back of the head higher, hollow out that belly, squeeze and lift, and then come down, sweep the hands forward, bring the fingertips out in front, arms are straight, cupped fingertips and thumbs pushing into the earth, back of the head pulling high to the sky, trying to lift that chest up off the earth. We're using the arms to assist. We're pushing the fingertips hard, trying to elevate the back of the head a little higher as we inhale, holding on the exhale, elevating a little more on the inhale. And as you exhale, release it down, bring fingers or hands under shoulders, child's pose, push up off the earth. My knees are down. I welcome you to do the same. Pull the hips upward and backward, down dog. Step or jump the feet forward. Inhale, extend to a flat back. Exhale down, unhinge, come all the way tall. Woo. Yeah, it sucks to work those external rotators of the shoulders, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, I thought I was strong. Yeah, wait until you start doing things that really imply where we need to work. Anyways, shoulders pulled high to the sky. Open the palms to face forward. A little bit of stretch for the chest. Sweep the hands backwards. Feel that expansion through the chest. Pull your butt back. You'll notice as I pull back, I want you to be sure we're executing with minimal stress in the lower back. So if you're flipping the tailbone back and pushing your chest proud, I'd like you to engage a little more through that six-pack muscle. Take some of the arch out of that back. Now, bring the hands straight up, shoulder height. Palms are facing. We are back. Now, see my legs. I'd like you to get as straight as possible and pull your butt back. Hollow out that belly and then contract it. Take the arms, reach them to the sky. Now, we're going to make movement happen as such. We're going to pull the back of the head backwards. We're going to lower the arms, shoulder height. We're going to take the legs, we're going to bend them at the knees. Our hips and ankles are going to bend as the knees bend. As we come down, we're in a squat position. We're going to stand back up, legs straight, still have that lean, arms reach to the sky. Lower arms, lower butt. So the arms are only lowering shoulder height, coming deep, deep, deep. Range of motion increases as blood flow increases. So try to go deeper. Raise the arms higher, lower shoulder height, lower butt. Try to get a little deeper. Each fraction of an inch you get down is more mobility for your body. Sweep the arms high to the sky, hold. Butt back. Lower arm shoulder height, lower that butt. Get it down, get it down, get it down. Get it down, girl. Come back up. Sweep up the arms. Inhale, exhale, fold. As you inhale, extend to a flat back. Now, let's turn sideways to our mat. I'm already in that position, so that means you're gonna have to open your feet wider than hip width apart without going into splits. Open them as wide as you can. Pull your butt back. And let's move the hands forward of the shoulders. As I witness people do this exercise, I see a lot of heads falling off of bodies, which means you've kind of disengaged the musculature of the neck. To re-engage it is very specific. It's not about looking forward. It's more about looking down. And it's not really as much as I used to instruct about pulling the chin in towards the back of the head. It's more about pulling the back of the head to the sky, taking that lobe or that bony structure at the back and then pulling it towards the sky. So now my fingertips are gently resting on the earth. I'm going to pull my hips back a little more. I'm going to feel a much deeper release. The pull on the tendons that go into my pelvic girdle are going to feel like they're getting a lot more pull as I pull the hips back. A lot of pulling going on. Now take the right hand, reach it out beside the body, and then switch it for the left. So we're just coming out, right out to side, up and down. And you'll notice that when you do this, there's muscles activating in the shoulders. And this is what I talked about before. When I say, you know, arms can make a lot of movement, it's really the shoulders moving. We want to facilitate a rotation of the trunk. So let's hold that right arm out and then take the right shoulder and rotate it to the sky. You'll feel a much different activation, almost down in the left hip, just above it. You should feel that muscle start to activate, lower the right side. And then I'm going to take the left side out and rotate the left shoulder to the sky. You can take your gaze anywhere, whatever's comfortable for your neck. I like to look up at my hand when I'm not looking at Kirsten. Bring the left hand back down. Right hand reaches out. Arm is straight. Right shoulder pulls to the sky. Back is long. We're not flexing through the back. We're just rotating through it. Lower the right, left side, left shoulder. Raise it higher. Keep that back long. Keep the neck in line with the back as you lower the left side. I'm going to go through a little more hastily as we head I'll show you, increase the pace. Try to increase the range of motion. Up, down, switch. Keep it going. A few more repetitions. I know this should feel like it's a lot of work in the low back, and it is. But it's so important to keep those muscles strong, supporting that lower spinal column of ours. Okay, let's everyone meet in the hands down position. Extend to a flat back. Palms or hands walk onto the hips. As you extend the back, come up to stand. Oh, hello, honey. How are you? Now, hollow it out, lengthen it up. Bring the arms out beside you. Nice. Now, reach the palms to the sky, sweep the hands up. As you inhale and as you exhale, draw the hips back, fold forward. Try to keep the arms up over the head. It's a lot more load on that body. You can alter this if you need. Coming back up to standing. Beautiful. Straighten the arms. Try to get them high, high, high. Lock out at the knees. Pull your butt back. Fold halfway forward. And then come back up to standing. Nice. I'm going to do this one more time. Reach for the sky. Pull your butt back. Fold halfway forward. And this time, bring your fingertips to the earth and walk your feet in. Almost together, about hip width apart. Bend the knees, extend to a flat back. Bend the knees even more. Keep the back in extension. Come all the way up to standing. As you inhale, extend. Exhale, fold all the way down. Lie down on your mat. Oh, that was very graceful. I could have competed in the Olympics with that move, but my day's gone. All right, lying down on the back. Lying down on your back.
You don't get to drink, you're teaching.
Sue's going, I'm lying down here. There's no more instructions. Okay, step your feet in so that they're as close to your butt as you can get them. Nice. Now, we've got a big activation in your hamstrings right now. That's how our knees are able to bend. Those hamstrings are highly active. They're short. We're going to take our pelvic girdle and we're going to peel off the tailbone, which means I'm kind of like the same thing as doing is tucking under, if you will. So I have my pubis pulling up towards my navel, and I'm hollowing out my belly. And I'm taking the back side of my body up off the mat. I'm really extending my lumbar spine. I'm kind of like opening it up. So I'm going to try to push the pubis to the sky, tuck it under a little more, hollow out the belly, just a little more. And if you feel a little pull down the front of your legs, perfect. We're kind of lengthening out that muscle as we keep the gluteals, the hamstrings highly active. Let the process now be to gently replace each vertebrae of the lower back on your mat. And then when it's down, right leg and left leg move up to the sky. We'll push the heels up and away from the body. And as you start to push the heels away, you're going to feel a little more activation in the belly itself. I like you to hollow out the belly. Keep it from bulging. Push the heels a little higher. And now let's take the feet and pull them towards your face or backwards. Let's push the heels higher and pull the feet back just a little more. You'll feel that nice, hopefully nice, release of the low back up and into the middle part of your back, and then slowly make an imprint at each and every vertebrae of your spine. Let the feet drift back down. And then when your pelvic girdle has rested back on your mat, keep the legs straight and gently, slowly lower them straight out, not bending through the knees. A nice lengthening through those hip flexors. They have to lengthen for your legs to open up through the hips. Now, Take your hands, reach them above the head. Take your thumbs, bring them onto the earth so your palms are facing. Take the fingertips and pull them away from the body. Get the arms pulling away. Everything pulling up from the belly button. Take a big inhale, hollow out the belly. Keep the belly hollowing out. Bring the knees up and into the chest. Grab a hold of them with your hands. Pull them in. Pull your forehead up to meet your knees. Rock and roll forward to back. Come up into a seated position. Extending the legs out. Bringing hands over heart. Now pushing the hands to the sky. Separating them. Palms are facing. Fingers are pulling everything long. Let the shoulders rise up. Make the arms nice and long. Make your chest proud here, and then open the palms to face forward. Just going to reposition slightly. And then lower the arms shoulder height. Right out beside the body. Thumbs are aiming up at the sky. Fingertips wide. Now, bring the thumbs together above the head. And then let the fingertips spread and lower the hands shoulder height. Thumbs are aiming up at the sky. Just kind of like making a snow angel with no snow. And we all know we're not angels, except for Sue, of course. Now, sweep the hands up, lower back down, and then bring hands over heart. We're going to come down in Pilates style, keeping the legs long, and then carving out, hollowing out the belly and lowering one vertebrae at a time. Nice. Push the hands above the head. And then bring the hands straight up over chest. Open the palms to face forward. And then straight out from the midline of the body, out to the side of the body, lower the elbows down onto your mat. Nice. Let's hollow out the belly. Let's keep that nice and secure. Let's take the palms. And, you know, we can all cock through the wrists. I'd like you to try not to do that, but rotate the palms towards the earth. And you're going to come down a certain degree. So the muscles that we're using to do this are a combination of internal and external rotators of the shoulder. So for us with shoulder issues, the amount of rotation might vary depending on which shoulder it is. And you can generally identify areas that are tight as a result. Now come back up, palms are facing forward, hands are directly above the elbows. We're going to go opposite direction. Try not to cock through the wrists, and then extend back. So kind of like that field goal thing like we do when we stand. And the pivot is the humerus or that upper arm bone. Now come back up and then rotate forward. Might feel a little more range of motion happening. As this becomes more accessible, I'd like you to try to increase the range of motion. Let's bring the hands back and then back up. This is hardly feeling like any work, but it probably feels like it's a lot of work for the small muscles that we're working right now. Try to rotate down a little deeper and then come back up, go all the way back. We're going to do this one more time and then we're moving on. It's not really a terribly exciting exercise, but it's a very beneficial one. Now come back up, push your hands to the sky, rotate the palms to face, interlock the fingers. Pull the arms back. You're keeping the elbows locked out, coming all the way through that range of motion as far back as you can go. You're going to feel those lat muscles, those muscles on the backside, lengthening out, hollow out the belly. Nice. Now, keeping this all interlocked, keeping the fingers interlocked, bring them back up over the chest, and then hold them up over the chest. Drop your chin into the chest. You're taking the back of the head off the floor. Yeah. And then we're going to take each vertebrae up and off your mat. And then we're going to dive the hands down. Open up, release the fingertips, walk the hands through. Spinal flexion is okay here. I'd like you to kind of give me as much of it as you can. Let everything just collapse earthwise or towards the earth. Now, let's walk the hands back extend to a flat back. Pull the knees in, feet are flat to the earth. As I wrap the knees, we're going to gently lower down and pull the knees up and into the body. And then rock forward, back up into position, but we're going to hold up. So we're going to sit on our ischium. Yeah, our lower pelvic, and then do the same thing, up. And then slowly see curving the spine, coming down and then rolling up and landing. It gets a little more challenging as those muscles fatigue. Coming down and back up. Oops, too hard this time. We start to cheat it with momentum. Coming down and back up. And then extend the legs down. Separating them width of the mat. Bringing the hands in between our legs and walking them out to the feet for that nice release of the lower back and the hamstrings. All right, let's walk it back in. Let's bring the feet flat to the earth. I'm going to walk you up onto your feet again. I'm going to push the hips high to the sky. That was really graceful. How'd you do that? Yes. And extend as you inhale. Fold back down as you exhale. As you inhale, extend and come all the way out. Nice. Let's lower the hands, shoulder heights. Oops. Let's bring the fingertips together. Let's raise the arms. Let's bend the knees and hips. Come down into a squat position. If your tailbone is reaching back, I'd like you to kind of hollow out the belly. Keep those muscles active. Nice. Now, bring hands over heart. Stand tall. Push your hands to the sky. As you lower the arms, step the left foot back. Keep the arms extending out. 3 points of contact, front foot, 2 in the back, lean in. Kind of like a plane looking to take off or a bird about to fly. Nice. Now take the palms, rotate them to face the sky. Take the thumbs, pull them backwards. Hold on that. Take the front foot and the back foot, try to pull them together. Pull harder. Come back, hands over heart. Step that back foot forward. Push the hands to the sky. As you exhale, fold all the way down. Step it back to plank. Give me a hover low. Give me a hover high. Pull up and back to down dog. Take the right leg, reach it to the sky. Sweep that right foot forward towards the left hand. We're coming down into pigeon. Now, use your knees as a gauge of width. I'm going to move back slightly so I'm more visible in the camera. But if you can, try to get the right knee on the outside of the right hip so it's not pushing straight forward. It's a slightly different stretch. You can do it straight forward if that's your preference, but if you can, outside of the right hip. Try to keep the hips square, then take the left foot and walk it backwards. This is going to bring more emphasis to that left hip flexors, or less set of hip flexors. It's not just one muscle. Let's step the forearms down. A lot of things going on the right side also, but this is mostly for extension through that left hip and then those rotating muscles of the right hip. You need a nice release. Use your breathing. The sensation of pain that most people feel in this pose is really the nervous system telling you that muscle is kind of tearing up, which is good. There's a lot of adhesion in hip muscles, hip flexors, hip extensors. I'm not gonna run out of time. I have all the rest of my life. All right, let's bring our hands back down. Tuck your toes under, all right, back toes under. Elevate the hips, draw the right foot back, pull up and back to down dog. It's Kirsten's polite way of saying, I want to do the other side now. Push high on your tippy toes, drive your heels to the earth. Come back to your plank. Sweep the left foot forward. Oh, someone's already in the pose. Imagine that. Left knee wide of the left hip. Coming down, take the right foot, walk it back. Oh, one side's always different than the other, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Is this what it feels like when people say it sucks to get old?
This is my tight side too.
This is one of these things where, you know, you have to anecdotally say, is it worth it? Is the pain worth it? In this case, it is. This is the thing that helps to transform movement, drive more mobility through your hips, those hip sockets. How can that be? It just is. Tuck the toes under of that right foot, step the hands back under. Take that left foot back to its spot, back to plank now, pull up and back to down dog. Let's step the feet forward. Let's straighten the legs and pull your butt back. Let's inhale, extend to a flat back. Let's bend the knees and let's sweep the arms out as we stand tall. Reach for the sky as you inhale. As you exhale, bring hands over heart. And let me thank you for your amazing participation today. Thanks for joining us. Namaste.
Hello,
Hello, kitties.
kitties. Hello, kitties. What's on the agenda today?
Look up.
I know.